Hello and greetings from Percentilers. My name is Mayank Raj Singh and you are watching the 42nd video of 100 LRDI CAT Challenge for CAT 2020. Name of the set is Weekly Offs. Please have a look. Meanwhile guys, I would like to invite you to join our very active WhatsApp group where hundreds of questions are discussed on everyday basis, and also you get these sets in PDF format so that you can make a collection and much more. So the link of the group is mentioned in the bio of the video. You must have read this. So I would like to tell you that there are two approaches. The first thing that we need to find is the calendar. What date fell on what day? Okay, so there are two approaches to it. One is a little algebraic approach. So the most favorite approach as per the students is what I'm going to show you first. So first we have to understand a couple of things, that none of these 7 dates is a Sunday, because there is already a weekly off on Sunday in the company. So the first thing that we need to find is the calendar of the month, for which there are two methods. So these dates have to be on different days of the week. Now you can see that 18 and 25 are two numbers which differ by 7. There is no other pair of two numbers which have a difference of 7 or a multiple of 7, like 14 or 21 or 28. Hence all the other dates are going to be different days of the week, but 18th and 25th are going to be the same day of the week as per the basic theory of calendar. So you add 7 or subtract 7 from a particular date and you get on the same day of the week. So let us see the two methods first. So I have first made roughly a calendar, and now I'm going to mark all the dates on which the offs were taken. So it's 2nd, 7th, 12th, 18th, 20th, 25th and 31st. So obviously these are the days. One of these is Sunday, then Monday, then Tuesday, in a cyclic order. So clearly this column, this column, this column, this column, this column and this column, these are 6 columns in which there is at least one date encircled. That means none of these columns could be Sunday, because nobody would take an off, would apply for a leave on Sunday. That means there is only one option, that this column was Sunday. Accordingly this is Monday, then this is Tuesday, then this is Wednesday, then this is Thursday, then this is Friday, and then this is Saturday. Okay, so this is a method which is very easy, is liked a lot by people of all kinds of background. Whether or not you have any experience of dealing with the calendars, you can still understand this method. But the flip side, as I said, is that you have to make this calendar. You have to write all the 31 dates and make these columns and rows, so that is a little time taking. Okay, now I have to tell you the second method. This is first way. Now the second way will take less time but a little more effort from mental side, but a little more effort mentally. Okay, so I don't know what date is what day. I know that none of these dates is Sunday, so I don't know. I'm going to take this as X day. Now this X could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I don't know. So if 2 is X, then 7 is X plus 5. Now 12 is going to be X plus 10. But don't you think that X plus 10 is equivalent to X plus 3, because you can subtract 7 from any date and you will still land on the same day, and we are talking about day over here, so day won't change if you subtract 7 from it. So this is going to be X plus 10, but I'm going to write it as X plus 3 going to this. Now 6 added to 12 makes 18, so that this will become X plus 9. So X plus 9, again I'm going to subtract 7 from it, so it will become X plus 2. So 18 I'm going to write X plus 2. Okay, 20th is going to be X plus 4, no problem. 25th is going to be X plus 9, which is again X plus 2, and they had to be same anyway because they have a difference of 7, so they are going to be the same day of the week. So this is also validated, that X plus 2, that means the same day of the week. Now 31, we need to add 6 to X plus 2. This will make X plus 8, and X plus 8 again, if I subtract 7 from it, it is going to become X plus 1. My idea was that not more than 6 should be added to X, because it is going to be the same day of the week. So X plus 7 is same as X. Okay, so now let us see in the increasing or decreasing order, how many consecutive numbers do we have? So we have X already, we have X plus 1, we have X plus 2, we have X plus 3, X plus 1, X plus 2, X plus 3, X we have, then we also have X plus 4 and X plus 5. So we have consecutive 6 numbers. None of these 6 numbers, none of these 6 days could be Sunday. That means Sunday is either X minus 1 or X plus 6. Okay, which also implies that X was Monday. Now, because of X and a little algebra and that theory of adding or subtracting 7 to a particular day, making the same day may be a little confusing for people, but the people who are able to understand this, they really love this second method because very less writing is required. So this much I wrote only to explain you, but if you are doing the question for yourself, you are not going to write so much. Thoughts do not take time, writing takes time. So that is why this method is liked by a lot of people. I personally, when I saw this question first years ago, then I solved this question by this method only. Okay, so these are the two methods. In the comment section, guys, please let me know which method did you like. Okay, so you may want to take pauses in the video in between to understand everything to the best of your clarity, and then let us move ahead for the remaining solution. So now we are all set with the date and day combination. We now need to do the required distribution of names against the dates. So clearly the most helpful point to start with is this: Hassan took the day off on Saturday. So we have Saturday on 7th. So let me write Hassan over here. This point taken. Now Puneet and Salim took the day off in the same week. So they are going to be, you see, Wednesday and Friday 18-20. These are the days for Puneet Salim. So let me write Puneet oblique Salim and Salim oblique Puneet. So guys, when you solve the question for yourself, then you can only write the initials of the names, like H for Hassan, then P for Puneet, then SL for Salim and SJ for Sajid. But here, so that everybody clearly understands everything, so I'm writing everything. Okay, so Salim was oblique Puneet and Puneet oblique Salim. So this also has been taken care of. Okay, Sajid and Salim took the day off on the same day of 2 different weeks. We know what those days are. So 18 and 25, one of these guys is Sajid and one of these guys is Salim. But we can see on 18th, there is no place for Sajid. Then I'm sure that 18th is the date on which Salim was there and 20th was the day on which Puneet was there. Because if you put Puneet on 18th, then Sajid Salim could not be placed on both 18 and 25. Okay, so now I am sure about these 4 dates: 7th, 18th, 20 and 25th. So this also has been taken care of. Now the first point only is left. Let us see. Vikrant took the day off before Puneet but after Pawan. Okay, so we have located Puneet already. So Vikrant and Pawan are before this. So that means Vikrant and Pawan are placed on Monday and Thursday, or 2nd and 12th. But Vikrant was after Pawan. So I think we need to chronologically put Pawan first and Vikrant after him. And the only guy left out is Govind, who needs to be placed at the last spot on 31st. So this is our complete table of date versus day versus the name of the person who took an off. Now we are ready to face questions. So questions are very easy now that we have uniquely filled out the entire table. On which date did Hassan take the day off? Hassan took the day off on Saturday, and that was 7th. We have already found this out, this one. What was the day on which Govind took the day off? See guys, always remember that there will always be a question on the last piece of puzzle. So in the last slide we saw that Govind was the person whom we placed the last. Examiner always makes a question on the last piece of puzzle, what you write last in your table, in your arrangement. One question will be always there on that, so that the examiner ensures that everybody has completed his entire question, his entire data. So what was the day on which Govind took the day off? It was Tuesday, we know that. 4th option becomes the answer, definitely. How many of the mentioned employees took the day off between Puneet and Hassan? Okay, so Puneet and Hassan, there are 2 employees. So 2nd option becomes the answer. Very easy question, but a very good distribution set, which also consumed the theory of calendars a little bit within a month. So guys, I hope you liked the set and I hope you learned something out of it. I would really love to see your comments on my 2 methods, and please let me know your favorite method. Just write first or second, and if you wish to write or elaborate, then please do also mention what did you like most about that method. Okay guys, so thank you so very much. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for expressing your love and interest in terms of your views, your likes and your subscriptions on our channel. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel and if you like our efforts and want to appreciate them, please do subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much for watching. This is Mayank signing off. See you the next time.